Hey guys, welcome to another episode of the Block Thrasher Daily Crypto Update, where we are simplifying crypto by shattering the complexities with news, commentary, analysis, and crypto education. It is Thursday, May 6th, 6:08 a.m. I am in Montgomery, Texas, and thank God it's not terribly hot yet. I know it's coming, but when I rolled into town yesterday, the weather was absolutely gorgeous. It was like 60 something, maybe the high 60s, and almost no humidity. It was one of those moments where you just wanted to be outside. And so I found a hammock here on the property and spent a little bit of time just chilling. And it was nice because I had just driven. From Oregon all the way to Texas in 2 days. That's right. I mean, we just hit it, and we hit it hard. We got here as quickly as possible. I just, I only slept for a couple hours one night on the way, and I just wasn't really tired. I'm not sure why. It was great. Anyway, it was great. So now here in Texas, and I apologize for not being with you, Thrashers, the last couple of days, not giving you those daily credit. We've had some amazing things happen in the market. We're starting off with taking a look at the market overview today, and the total market capitalization is just gone crazy. I mean, I remember not that long ago, weeks ago, we were asking the question, will we see $2 trillion? And that was a big hurdle to overcome. Will we surpass $2 trillion or hit $2 trillion in the total cryptocurrency market capitalization? And now, today, we're up 4.5% to $2.477 trillion. So it's almost another $500 billion. We're almost to $2.5 trillion, which is just phenomenal. Money is pouring into the cryptocurrency space as mass adoption continues to occur. And as we're seeing both institutional, we got stories about that again today, which is just a constant drumbeat, repeat story of more and more companies adding crypto to their balance sheet, more institutional investors coming in. But also we have the surge of retail investors. But here's the crazy thing about it, guys. We haven't even come close to the point where what we're going to see eventually, where everybody is talking about crypto and buying crypto and getting into crypto in order to hedge against, it'll be for numbers of reasons, but one will be to hedge against dollar devaluation. But many others are going to do it because they're just going to want to jump in on the speculative bet. I had a friend call me, been talking to him about crypto forever. A few weeks ago, maybe 4 or 5 weeks ago, called me. He's like, hey man, this is a very kind of an influential business guy. He's like, I got this guy who's throwing $13 million into crypto. He's multi-millionaire, whatever. He's throwing 13 mil because he wants to hedge against inflation. What should I get into? So I talk to him. I tell him, doesn't do anything, right? Could have already seen significant gains. Calls me the other day and is like, dude, I'm going to put $1,000 into Dogecoin. These Dogecoins bumping like crazy. And that's true. It hit, what did it hit? 60 cents. Currently 60 cents. It went a little bit over 60 cents, pumping like crazy. So we had a long conversation about fundamentals and this and that and the other. And at the end of the conversation, he was just like, I think that the celebrities just have so much influence that, I'm going to buy Dogecoin. I don't care about technology. I don't care about fundamentals. I don't care about analysis. I don't care about market cap. I don't care. And so we're going to have a lot of that, right? We're going to see a lot of that happening. But anyway, getting back to the market, let's take a look at what's going on today with cryptocurrency and prices and etc. Bitcoin dominance has fallen to 43.5%, and Ethereum is up a bit, 16.3%. The gas prices were hovering right around 40.50 GWAY today. Bitcoin is currently trading at 57,621. It is up 5.2% on the week. We are seeing crazy gains. If you look in the weekly column in terms of increases, 20, 60, 50, 30, 80. I mean, we're just seeing phenomenal gains. Today on the day, it's a little bit more mixed, although most things are up quite nicely. Ethereum is currently $3,492.52, up 27% on the week, up 3.2% in the last 24 hours. Ethereum looking good, very strong. Binance coin. Binance is at $643.75, up 14% on the week, but dropping slightly, just 1 point on the 24-hour. Dogecoin. Dogecoin is the unequivocal winner in terms of the weekly increase, up 86%. Now it has dropped 10% in the last 24, so it's starting to turn around and dip on that chart. But it is 60 cents, which is just mind-staggering and mind-blowing considering its supply and all the other issues. We're going to talk a little bit more about that because Nova Gratz is talking about it again in a story. And so it's just a good opportunity to address that. XRP up 20.2%, currently $1.64. Cardano finally, Cardano, I've said it numerous times, it's almost like a stinking cable, like a stinking stable coin, right? Where it just like moves so slowly. Everything else will see much greater percentage gains or losses, but today, it's actually up 17% in the last 24 hours. And the only real news we have about Cardano in terms of today's news is Kraken has introduced Cardano staking. They've gone live with that. Other than that, all the Africa news is pretty old. That happened last week. So maybe the market is slowly responding to that. Maybe it has something to do with the Kraken staking, or maybe it just has to do with people are pulling out gains from some of these other coins that are more speculative and throwing them into the longer play, which is Cardano. Because as everyone knows, Cardano's development is very slow and very methodical. And we're going to be seeing on schedule numerous updates to the Cardano blockchain, including smart contracts and Goguen and a whole bunch of other things that are coming down the pipeline. And so people may not feel like there's a need to rush in because the expectation is that the serious gains will come at that time once we start to see smart contracts released, and then we start to see dApps being built on it, and we start to see that ecosystem built out and a bunch of other projects launched on it. Speaking of that, if we jump over to crypto, to CoinMarketCap. CoinMarketCap has at the top of the site tabs for a number of ecosystems. And so it's interesting to watch as they list out in that top menu. If you're on the video, you can see it here at the top. I'll describe it for those on audio. They have added the Solana ecosystem. So they've got the Polkadot ecosystem, they've got the Binance Smart Chain ecosystem, and they've added the Solana ecosystem, which is interesting. They don't have the Ethereum ecosystem, but there is a way to filter for that. It'll be interesting to see when, if, maybe CoinMarketCap has a thing against Cardano, I don't know, but when Cardano gets listed and the Cardano ecosystem. Now, obviously, that wouldn't happen as of yet because it hasn't been launched. Just starting to see, and I'm working on creating a list of projects in the ecosystem that are in the Cardano ecosystem. Keep an eye on. All right, moving on with the market here. Cardano currently $1.62. Polkadot up 20% on the week, up 6.2% on the 24-hour. It is $41.04 currently. Bitcoin Cash saw this massive pump, up 58% on the week, up 19.8% in the last 24 hours. This has catapulted Bitcoin Cash back up into the top 10. It is currently number 9 at $1,435.84. Litecoin taking the number 10th spot. It's currently $348.49, up 34.6% on the week. Uniswap just released version 3 of their platform, and it's been a little bit underwhelming currently. We shall see. The price is now $41.55. That's down 4.4% in the last 24 hours. It's also down on the week. Chainlink saw this nice increase, 32.5% on the week. Currently down 1.8%, but it is $47.99. Now here's the real breakout story. Ethereum Classic. What is going on with Ethereum Classic? Ethereum Classic might actually be profitable to mine again. And that's one of the things that just jumped to my mind is, could it be that a lot of the proof of work miners on the Ethereum miners, Ethereum blockchain, are jumping ship and going over to Ethereum Classic? I'm going to guess, if I haven't had the time to do this, but if we go to look, the hash rate is up on the Ethereum Classic. Obviously, it's going to be, as miners recognize that Ethereum Classic is one of the most profitable Ether hash algorithm proof of work coins to mine currently especially if it holds these prices. I mean, this is just nuts to see this kind of a gain on Ethereum Classic, and what the reason for it is. I'm not sure as of yet. I wish I could explain. Up 223.3%, up 50% in the last 24 hours. It's currently $113.23. Just phenomenal. Wow. Stellar is up. It is 61 cents. VeChain is up 3.2%. It's 21 cents. Solana is down. Solana is down 1.2%, and it's a little bit surprised to see this. I would have thought Solana would be faring a little bit better than it is at the moment, but we'll continue to watch that and see. It's a great, and that's what I was wondering about. Was there's going to be, the Solana ecosystem has been listed on the CoinMarketCap, and in spite of that, in spite of a number of solid projects launching on that platform and great tech, it's just sort of struggling at the moment. But it's interesting to watch that in the cryptocurrency space, because it's like this ebb and flow. We'll see a bunch of money will pour into a project or an ecosystem, and then it'll just sort of pause, and then more money will come into the market and it'll flow into another one. And it's what makes this fun and exciting to watch every day. All right, moving on. Let's take a look at some of the stories of the day. Mike Novogratz shared his take on Bitcoin, which, not Bitcoin, Dogecoin, and its $80 billion rally. He says that Elon Musk is not the only trigger to what is going on with this rally. So what might be the other things? Well, he says essentially that there's a lot of millennials that have money now, and they are sort of freaking out about what is going on with our economic system, with our monetary system. They're concerned about inflation and that sort of thing. And so they're looking for safe haven places to put their money. And it's not just in crypto. It's also in things like baseball cards and collectibles and real estate and things like that. Novogratz mentioned Elon Musk and Mark Cuban, but stated that there is far more to the meme coin surge than just those two influencers. The main driver, according to him, for the Dogecoin rally is the retail funds of millennials and Gen Z who feel nihilistic about the current crisis in the global financial system and are seeking any suitable store of value. He also provides a word of warning about Dogecoin. Novogratz believes that investing in Doge is very dangerous since it can go down as easily as it is going up now. This is due to the lack of development going on in the Doge ecosystem, which is kind of interesting because there is no I don't know why they're calling it an ecosystem. Doge doesn't have smart contracts, doesn't have tokens that are launched onto the platform. There's no ecosystem there. Doge is just the only utility Doge has is payments. That's it. It can be used for payments, and it can be used for speculation and for trading. But anyway, they call it an ecosystem. And so continuing on, he says the total absence of institutional money going into Dogecoin, Novogratz reckons this is a retail frenzy, he emphasized. He calls Doge a pure bet and mentioned that earlier this week, his company released a detailed report on Doge. This fact and the fact that the community has managed to build an $80 billion market cap for this asset certainly shows some, quote, sense of success for Doge. He pointed out, however, that although Doge is going up, along with BCH, ETC, and Link, the crypto industry is not a bubble. He expects, though, that the prices of these coins can go up and down easily. All right, obviously. All right, moving on. Let's take a look at our next news item, worthy news item of the day. This is about NFTs and how fractionalized NFTs could be the next frontier of investing. Where is the NFT market headed? Has the bubble burst? Think about a world where any asset could be tokenized and sold fractionally to investors. All right, let's take a look at what are these fractionalized NFTs. What is a fractionalized NFT? The broader NFT market may still be in good shape, and the long-term outlook mainly remains positive. However, there could be something that is potentially holding back the development of the NFT market. For now, almost all of the NFTs in the market are digital art, gaming-related, sports-related, or other digital collectibles that mainly cater to the appetite of collectors, which is a relatively niche market. If NFT maintains its current state of being mostly just for art and collectibles, it will only dampen its scalability and perhaps limit the long-term growth of the broader NFT market space. When private investment meets fractionalized NFT has a much greater potential than just representing art pieces and collectibles digitally. NFT can also mean shares. So this is what a fractionalized NFT is shares of real-world assets by dividing them into parts. Imagine a protocol that can wrap any form of privately owned investment into an NFT, fractionalize it, and make these fractionalized NFTs tradable on an automated market maker. This approach not only opens up new opportunities for investors, it brings diversity into the NFT market, but also could be the next major leap of development for the whole NFT space. Early stage crypto project investment has long been a game only for venture capital firms. A meaningful and promising project could bring 50 to 100 times returns to investors. When a VC invests in the early rounds of a crypto project, the firm usually receives a block of pre-sale tokens in SAFT, or Simple Agreement for Future Tokens. SAFT is a future tokens agreement commonly used between crypto project developers and their investors. To get the project funded, developers will send blocks of pre-listed tokens at a discount to investors in exchange for funding and investment. SAFT usually comes with a lockup period, meaning that if the SAFT holder wants to sell their tokens within that period, even after the token is listed, he may need to go through a relatively illiquid OTC market instead of selling through exchanges. This is where NFT can come into play. The investor who wants to sell his pre-listed tokens can wrap the SAFT as an NFT and then fractionalize it, making these fractionalized NFTs available for trading on an automated money market like Uniswap. In that way, individual investors will be able to invest in an asset class unavailable to them before. The early stage crypto project backer will be able to exit the position earlier than it used to be with more fair pricing. So this is really interesting. This is basically talking about how to get these crypto projects launched and how there is now a way through fractionalized NFT for these venture capitalists to resell those initial coins in smaller amounts so that other people can take part. SAFT is just one of the many assets that can take advantage of NFT, and almost all kinds of private investment will be able to benefit from turning itself into fractionalized NFTs. The market may see SAFT turning fractionalized NFT today. We may see other private assets in the near future, such as shares of pre-IPO companies, unicorns that have only been privately traded, loans, bonds, and the list goes on. So NFT could essentially replace the old security token offering, the STO model, and become a new way of tokenizing assets, truly bringing real-world assets into the DeFi space and also increase NFT's overall financial attribution. That would be really cool. This is a really good use case. In this fast-changing NFT space, turning assets like SAFT into fractionalized NFTs sounds visionary, but it's also becoming a reality. From a macro point of view, the inclusion of real-world assets in NFT could break the space's current bottleneck and drive a new round of growth on the market. So, one of the players that's working on this and has it in their timeline is Bondly, which I haven't talked about in a long time, but it's a super solid project that is laser focused within the NFT space. They have an NFT marketplace. They're worth looking into. And I look forward to seeing what they're going to do with this SAFT type of thing. Somebody needs to just make it super simple and super easy, where someone owns an asset and they can go in and then they can just sell that asset, fractionalize it, create that SAFT, boom. People can come, there's a marketplace they can buy. They can buy how many ever shares of that fractionalized NFT that represents ownership of an actual asset. All right, moving on. Here is some good news. This is good news for two reasons. Number one is in terms of mass adoption, and number two is a step in a direction that alleviates a concern that I've had for a long time with crypto going more mass adoption, more mainstream, and what these banks and bigger institutions that provide the crypto services and the buying, selling, and trading might try to do. So let's take a look at this real quickly here. Revolut launches Bitcoin withdrawals as customers' demand surge. Revolut is one of the world's largest mobile financial services platforms. Historically has allowed users to purchase Bitcoin on the platform, but not transfer it to wallets that they control. So very similar to Robinhood. This comes 4 years after it first provided crypto trading services to some users, and a year after it extended trading to all 7 million users worldwide. The withdrawal will be for metal paid plan customers. In a post to its blog at 10 a.m. this morning, which was quickly deleted here, but not before AltFi saw it, Revolut announced that metal paid customers will get beta access to transfer their Bitcoin holdings out of Revolut. Exclusive access will be first given to its top-tier metal customers in the United Kingdom. Revolut also aims to expand withdrawals to other clients' tiers in the future, as it has users in the United States, Australia, and other countries. Revolut's premium users have been able to trade Bitcoin, Litecoin, and Ethereum since 2017, but they have only been able to withdraw it as fiat until now. To begin with, Revolut users will be able to add 3 external addresses and withdraw between £500 to £1,000 a month, with Revolut also introducing two-factor authentication to ease security concerns. Nick Stronsky, founder and CEO at Revolut, noted that users had demanded withdrawals. He said this: "Crypto withdrawals have been a heavily requested feature within Revolut's crypto community, and we're delighted that we can begin the gradual process of rolling it out. Customers can lock down wherever they feel safest, whether it's Revolut, into hot or cold storage, or to another exchange." He noted that this is just one of the features the company has in plans for its users in the near future. He said, quote, "This is just the start of a long list of new crypto features we plan to launch so we can offer customers one of the best crypto products on the market." In total, Revolut offers over 20 different crypto tokens, which can be bought and sold and possibly soon traded through its app. If you're not aware, Revolut is a London-based company that provides bank accounts, debit cards, currency exchange, commission-free stock trading, cryptocurrency trading, and foreign exchange services to its customers. Customers in Europe, Canada, Singapore, Japan, the United States, and Australia can use the service. So this is good because one of the concerns that I've had is that as these institutions and the big banks come in and they jump on the bag when they say, okay, all right, we surrender. We capitulate. We are going to start adding crypto services to our platforms. However, you can buy and you can hold and you might be possibly even able to trade and swap, but you can't withdraw to a private account. So what it would do is create what they would view as safe crypto and not safe crypto, as legitimate crypto and not legitimate crypto. Whereas if it was held by one of them, one of their institutions, and it was in a KYC AML environment, then it was considered a safe crypto and a legitimate crypto. But if you were to take it out and have any kind of privacy and go to a private wallet, then it would not be. And so this would be a way to wield influence and control. And then once that's established, and they've lobbied for regulation that would actually potentially even require that, then they can just take advantage of that situation and start to charge fees and all kinds of other things. And we're basically back at square one, where we've just undone all the progress that's been made to liberate people through the use of crypto. And so here we see an instance and where that is not happening, where Revolut, because of the demands made by their customers, are actually doing the opposite, where they're going to allow withdrawals to occur. Same thing. Robinhood's promised it. They need to deliver on that as well. All right, moving forward. More signs of institutional adoption here, as Latin America's biggest online marketplace, Mercado Libre, disclosed Bitcoin holdings. On a financial results report dated May 5th, e-commerce giant Mercado Libre dropped the bomb. The company is the latest institution to add Bitcoin to its balance sheet. It follows MicroStrategy, Square, and Tesla's highly covered buys. Bitcoin's institutional adoption is in its infancy, but advancing non-stop. A modest allocation, considering Mercado Libre has almost $4 billion in assets, a cash reserve of $1.1 billion. It also has a market capitalization of approximately $76 billion. However, the move might be part of a bigger plan. So they put $7.8 million into Bitcoin. The Bitcoin on the Binance Sheet Club. The investments puts Mercado Libre in a pretty exclusive club. The institutional adoption pioneer was MicroStrategy, a company that then issued bonds to buy even more Bitcoin twice. After that, Square announced a moderate buy of $50 million. The biggest player of all, of course, is Elon Musk's Tesla. And now we've got Mercado Libre. And I'm sure we're going to continue to see more. News for Cardano. Cardano scores its highest daily close ever after major partnerships in Africa. Cardano's ADA cryptocurrency has managed to score its highest daily close ever at $1.47 on the Binance exchange. It is now awfully close to hitting a new all-time high, currently trading at $1.53. And as we saw earlier today, it is up from that $1.53, currently trading at $1.62, which is an all-time high. There were some flash, highs that were higher than that when Coinbase first launched Cardano, but this is a legitimate all-time high. In February, ADA was the talk of the town, soaring by 350% in the run-up to the March Mary update that has transformed Cardano into a multi-asset blockchain. However, it has been mostly trading sideways over the past few months, trailing behind Ethereum, Binance Coin, and of course, Dogecoin. Cardano's renewed momentum could be attributed to IOHK's recent partnerships in Africa that earned it plenty of media coverage. The community is also anticipating the Alonzo hard fork, which will finally bring smart contracts to the 6th largest blockchain. Yeah, this is definitely going to be one to watch. You know, it's amazing actually that Cardano is in the number 7 spot in spite of the fact that it hasn't launched. And obviously that's one of the biggest issues that the naysayers, the Cardano haters, will constantly raise, is that, well, it's vaporware and it doesn't have any smart contracts and there's no dApps on it yet and there's no, you know, on and on and on and on. So you can look at it that way if you want, or you can recognize and acknowledge that Cardano has just been moving slowly and systematically, intentionally in order to get things right. And we've talked about that many times on this podcast, so I'm not going to continue down that path. All right. Let's wrap things up today with our crypto terminology and call it a wrap. I'm sorry, guys. I know that this, I hope you find this podcast useful. I am extremely tired and also foggy as heck in my brain right now. Very slow in my thinking process currently for me. Yeah, just struggling a bit. But you know, I'm not sure what's going on. I think there's been sickness going around a bit in my family, and I'm fighting something off. Typically what happens is everyone around me gets sick, and I just get like a little something that lasts for a couple hours. By the grace of God, somehow, thankfully, I have like a super strong immune system or something, and very, very, very rarely ever get sick. But definitely feeling a little bit cloudy today. Cloudy, brain fog. All right, we're going to do the O's. Off-ledger currency. Off-ledger currency is a currency that is created, minted outside of the specified blockchain ledger, but is accepted or used. Offline storage. Offline storage is the act of storing cryptocurrencies in devices or systems not connected to the internet. On-ledger currency, a currency that is both minted on the blockchain ledger and also used on the blockchain ledger, such as Bitcoin. One cancels the other order, or OCO. It's a situation where two orders for cryptocurrency are placed simultaneously with a rule in place to enforce that if one is accepted, the other is canceled. Online storage, the act of storing cryptocurrencies in devices or systems connected to the internet. Open source. Open source is a philosophy with participants believing in the free and open sharing of information in pursuit of the greater common good. Open close, the price at which a cryptocurrency opens at a time period, or the programming principle of software parts being extendable. OpenSea. OpenSea is a decentralized peer-to-peer platform for NFTs. Option. Option is a contract giving the buyer the right, but not the obligation, to buy or sell an underlying asset or instrument at a specified strike price. Options market. A public market for options, giving the buyer an option to buy or sell a cryptocurrency at a specific stake price on or before a specific date. Oracle manipulation. Oracle manipulation is when an Oracle smart contract is manipulated by hackers. Oracles. An agent that finds and verifies information, bridging the real world and the blockchain by providing data to smart contracts for execution of said contracts under specified conditions. Order book. An order book comprises different key information regarding an asset. Orphan, a valid block on the blockchain that is not part of the main chain. Over-the-counter, OTC. Over-the-counter is defined as a transaction made outside of an exchange, often peer-to-peer through private trades. Overbought, when a cryptocurrency has been purchased by more and more investors over time, with its price increasing for an extended period of time. Oversold, when a cryptocurrency has been sold by more and more investors over time, with its price decreasing for an extended period of time. Okay, friends, that's a wrap for the day. I hope that you're having an incredible week. I look forward to being with you tomorrow. Remember, it's always a great day to stack and to earn more crypto. I appreciate and love you all. I will talk to you soon. Thanks now and have a great day. Bye.